Hello, I'm MC Toon. This is the after show for when Fight the Flat Earth debated IGER. Oh, it was a rough one. It was a rough one, people. IGER really struggled. I came in just as IGER was presenting his evidence, which was just a collection of Flat Earth videos, just like the worst ones ever. Like basically Flat Earth memes is all it was. So I am going to, I'm going to get Craig in here just real quick. And just to say, he's tired. He won't be in for long. But I thought I would, I invited him. He said, yeah. So sent him the link. Yes, Jose Reyes says you missed the debate. You can watch it back again. I would recommend once IGER begins presenting his evidence, just kind of fast forward it. It was like the worst selection of Flat Earth videos from 6 years ago, basically. So it was kind of sad. I kind of felt bad for him because it was so silly. So see. So where was the debate? The debate was on Modern Day Debate. So that's where it was. I see a few people in here. Jord is in here. We got FTFE. I sent you a link on oh no, I sent it to the wrong person. I sent it to Jord. He'll be in. He'll be in as well. There you go. Oh, the Mind of God has shown up. Excellent. So, okay. All right. I got 2 links sent out. Yeah. How you doing, Mind of God? I see F'd Up World is also in here. Joe Hill. We got FTFE. Just a second. No, don't say anything yet. They can't hear you. They can't hear you yet. I gotta hide self view. You're going with the turtle view, huh? All right, hold on. All right, now they can hear you. How you doing, Craig?
Doing good, thank you. Yeah, I would do an after show myself, but it's Mother's Day tomorrow, and I want to get some sleep so I can make sure my wife can have a nice lie and I can deal with the kids and stuff. So.
Oh, our Mother's Day's in May.
Yeah, I know you live in a weird country. You know, it's not Britain.
We have taken the gift you gave us of English and absolutely destroyed it. It's absolute, yeah. It's not.
Goodness, I see Mind of God is in there. Wow,
he is. He played golf today.
Mind of God, you've got about 2.5 years left.
That's right.
Do you know of the deal me and Mind of God have?
Yeah, he's gonna burn his Bible if something doesn't come true. Live.
Yeah. Well, if the mark of the beast doesn't happen within 5 years, he's going to burn a Bible and renounce Flat Earth. So 2.5 years left.
All right.
But yeah, that debate oofed. When James contacted me, right, he said, I've got a Flat Earther that wants to debate you that says he's got a working Flat Earth model to present.
That's funny.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but that didn't happen.
No, it did not. I mean, when I saw that, I'm like, there's no chance. He's not going to do that.
I know.
He said the AE map is a model. Now, to give him a little leeway, I guess you could say it is sort of a model. It's like that's the layout of the ground, right? But it doesn't.
It's not a model like we're saying, you know. It's not a scientific model.
Yeah, it doesn't say how the stuff like stays up. How does the sun stay up? Don't know. He has no clue. It just does. Magic. Just magic.
Oh, it's just a light in the firmament, don't you know?
Just a light in the sky.
Yeah. How are you gonna test anything about a light in the sky, man? See, FTFE, this is why I'd be perfect on stupidity is not a right. I know exactly what flat earthers say to everything.
But have you got your date into the shanty?
I haven't heard back from her, but I did message her on Discord.
I do have my date.
Yes, you do. Tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow, yes. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, can't wait. Yeah, George, send an email to I am for Shanti. She's all the bookings from there.
Yeah, you did say to email her. That's right. I'm horrible at remembering instructions. Ask Team Skeptic about the roundabout we went through trying to get in his old Discord. It was great.
But yeah, that was like I thought I went into that debate thinking, you know what? I'm not going to prepare anything. I'm going to prepare my opening statement on the fly based on what he says. So I because I was told there was going to be a model presented, I wanted to hear what he would say and then tailor my opening statement to kind of respond to some things. But he didn't give me anything to respond to.
Yeah.
There was nothing. He just showed some memes and played some really bad ODD music.
Oh.
Like, why would you do that?
A little funny thing. I just went to my email. I don't check it ever, honestly. And I got an email from Modern Day Debate 2 days ago asking if I was up for a debate with Nathan Thompson on Friday, March 19th.
I want in.
I got an email also on that, so
yeah,
he's gonna have to pick. He's gonna have to pick who.
I mean, that'd be fun, but
I think I'm up for debating Nathan again just because I want to speed run making someone rage quit.
I got the hat trick rage quit in one go on Tuesday night.
Yeah. Dean Whitlow is like, oh, I'm not going to come on. You're just a shill. Of course.
Yeah.
You watched one of the debates and got scared, didn't you?
Oh, poor guy. I messaged him. He's like, he called me a shill as well, of course.
Of course.
Dean Whitlow, who wasn't he's the first flat earther that wasn't convinced by YouTube videos. He was convinced by memes on Facebook. That is how completely vacuous he is.
Well, I think that's what my opponent today was, because his opening statement was memes from Facebook.
I happened on a I don't know where it was, somebody's master archive of Google Drive, like flat Earth evidence. Oh, it's terrible. Like I was there's so many things. There's videos, there's memes, there's, a million memes. There's, books, by like Robotham and Blunt and Lady Blunt, and Gleason did write a flat Earth book.
Yeah, I mean, Gleason actually was a flat earther, even though in his patent he explains how the A map that he's come up with is derived from the globe. He was still convinced that that was actually the correct map of the world and not the globe, even though he understood the transformation that you had to use, which really confuses me.
You know, it's even weirder. If I've read all of Robotham's book. It's tough to get through, but he talks about gravity because he didn't realize at the time that gravity makes flat Earth impossible. Yeah.
The fact that it pulls to a center of mass.
Yeah.
Which is observable. And have you seen the article that I was talking about, the extremely accurate measurements of gravity they did a few days ago, maybe a couple of weeks ago? Sorry,
I posted it several times in the chat, and I have a copy of the publication.
Yeah, I read through the publication yesterday, and the method they had to go through to be able to measure on that smaller scale, it could actually be used to also verify quantum gravity if they're able to refine their methods, which I find quite interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. So the Mind of God asked about coming in.
Oh, God, really? I can stay for 10, 15 minutes.
So, all right.
Hey, team. How you doing, buddy? Get team in as well if Mind of God's coming in.
All right. We'll light this dumpster fire.
God, 33's in the chat.
Yeah.
He's not allowed. He's not
Yeah.
allowed.
That he's only here for comedy. He, people play whack-a-mole with him. So, all right, there we go. Mind of God sent, and coming up with team. All right. And there's a new channel, everybody, you're going to need to watch. The stuff Daniel Pratt has been doing.
Yeah.
Well, there's a new Daniel Pratt channel.
Another one.
Well,
Did Reshaping Our World get removed, or?
No, it's called Reshaping Our World.
God.
You're going to like it.
I'm hoping it's comedy because I've seen far too much Daniel Pratt lately. I've been trying to write a video about him, but I find him so repulsive.
That
I'm struggling.
Yeah, he is.
I don't want to sift through and watch one of his videos to debunk it. I can't sit down and do it. He disgusts me.
Yeah. All right. So people, here is video 1 for people to go to look at. And all right, let's see. I got too many tabs open here. Let's see. All right, gotta close that.
IQ's getting too high.
No kidding.
Bring it down.
Get rid of that.
Melting.
All right. So both team and Mind of God have the links there. Oh, there we go. There's the Mind of God. All right. So people, tell me what you think about the video I just linked. And there's a second one.
Well, I did want to sleep tonight, but I'm not going to now.
I was gonna say I clicked on it, and I think you just destroyed the monitor of my other laptop because it just went like completely black, and it just said, "I will not show this face on my screen." So,
yeah, that if you've got the NASA equipment, it's actually a directive installed directly into machines to never display Daniel Pratt's face.
Oh God, thank God.
You need to speak to is it Ralph in IT to get that switched off?
Yeah, Ralph.
I don't think I want that switched off, actually.
No, it's a good thing actually. I've left mine on, to be honest. So
I have to tell you though, if you are gonna go to Ralph in IT, make sure you don't go by HR when Karen is in, because
oh God,
I'm telling you, you do not want to be there when Karen's in.
What, did you hear about Karen and Ralph having the little thing?
Ooh, gross.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
gross.
right?
I don't want to hear about that.
I know.
Oh. All right.
Inter-politics stuff, inter-office politics, guys.
Yeah.
See, I just bring the coffee.
Did you get the upgrade for the seats at the breakdancing tournament? I got the front row VIP tickets. I'm sure you would have.
Dude, I got mezzanine again.
Oh, what? No way. They said I'll actually be involved in the show at some point.
That's okay.
It's interaction or stuff.
It's a good angle because I'm higher. I can see more.
Well,
somehow.
Apparently Dan is doing a floor-based act, so you might be missing out.
Well, how's he gonna do that? He doesn't have any legs.
It's the NASA legs. He's cheating.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
He's cheating. All right. So Lael says, "You're afraid of debating me. You are a goon." Just Russian Vids says.
Just come in right now. You know.
He's kidding.
It's amazing when flat earthers say you're afraid to debate me when MC Toon and I each spend probably 2 or 3 hours a day trolling Facebook for people to fucking debate.
The hardest thing is not, finding evidence. It's finding flat earthers. Yeah. All right. So we have both the Mind of God and Skeptard.
Oh, Mind of God.
Yo, gentlemen. FTFE, I apologize.
Remember, you're not allowed to say the word orthogonal near me.
No, you said it.
Yeah, I'm allowed to say it. The court order says that he's not allowed to say it near me.
Okay.
Yo, sorry for beating you in all those debates, FTFE. It's just kind of been, it's sad.
Wait, are you the Mind of God from the alternate reality?
No, the one, the orthogonal guy.
The Mixelplick.
Dude, he said it to.
What's going on, man? Ball Earth is failing. Like, why don't you guys jump
Of course it
ship?
is.
You know, while there's still time. You know,
I
it's not,
mean,
it's not
Yeah,
a big
we've
deal.
just landed the 5th rover on Mars, and Ball Earth is failing.
Yeah, wow.
Brilliant.
Oh, the probe. Yeah, what was the purpose for that? Does anyone know, or are they just up there just kind of goofing around?
They're trying to see if there's any evidence of ancient life in a dried up lake bed.
I think they're just looking for a place to have a pool party.
Yeah, obviously that
sounds
as well.
better. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's it's just a Lego toy on a set in somewhere in Arizona, right? I mean, it's not really
Yo.
Rover, right?
We are
Marty?
live.
Mic
Is
check.
that the voice of God or is that the voice of Skeptic?
I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can
We
hear you.
can't, not at all.
Oh, my shit's not going green, I guess. When
And
I'm
he said
talking. Holy
he
fuck.
said y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot I was on your channel again there.
It's okay. You can say y'all.
You just can't say orthogonal. God damn it.
Yeah, well, I got to say the word cunt the other day. It was amazing.
So, MC Tune, is the topics open, or like what are we discussing? Can we
I
discuss
guess
kind
if
of
you-
anything?
I want to say one thing though.
Yeah.
1 year ago, yesterday, Punchy was here at my house and brought me
And then COVID happened. It's all
this
his fault.
bag. This is 1 year ago. I gotta put this full screen here. There we go. 1 year ago, potato chips. They were opened 1 year ago. This is
Are you?
the last time I will eat one. This is it. They're too bad.
I'm sorry. That's a ketchup flavored crisp. I
Yeah.
feel ill.
Yeah.
Make it stop.
These
Team,
are
why are you allowing this to happen, team? Why,
That's common in Canada.
I've told him before. Oh, hold on.
that's
You
right.
sound weird.
What
You
sound
sound
funny?
like you've gone back to a
Twinkie
prepubescent
boy.
teenager whose
He's-
voice hasn't quite broke yet.
Twinkie boy again.
I don't know what's going on.
And his nose is
It
plugged.
sounds like I'm listening to a young Team Skeptic. Have we? Wait, team.
Yeah,
what
I
year
know.
is
It's
it?
weird.
What year is it, team? has Trump been-
1996.
Shit, you've gone.
His
Toon, you
prepubescent.
activated Team Toon. We gave you
Oh.
that technology with the time.
Oh
manipulation.
no!
Did you?
No, you used it in the
I'm
last
trying to figure out
debate.
why I sound like this.
Craig, you used it in the last debate.
That's
Yeah,
okay,
must
now,
have.
now it was
There-
actually now it's
there
normal,
we
right?
go.
Oh my!
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know what happened there. My mic was.
I
acting
liked. No, that was like young team. I liked
Yeah,
it.
that's good. All right, here goes. Last one.
I'll unsubscribe.
Still
Oh, you're
crispy.
sick as
I
fuck.
can't believe. Oh,
Those chips are a year old, dude. What are
Yep.
you doing? Oh,
bet
They
they
God.
taste like ghost pepper chips.
Mm.
Right now.
March 01 of 2020, right there.
Is that-
Let's start a health
recommended
food
to-
channel, MC Tune.
It's
Do a health,
recommended
do a
to
health
stop
food
COVID.
channel.
Uh,
Get away
it's
from Ball Earth.
it's
Oh.
a COVID thing. If you
There
eat
it
them,
is.
your body gets a good enough, system that you can fight off any infection. So it's actually
Yeah.
anti-COVID.
Do any of you guys actually know anybody who passed away from the COVID
Yeah.
thing?
Yes, I do.
Fuck,
My
I
uncle
do.
did.
So please,
Yeah,
Please
that's not the
don't go
topic
there.
today for sure.
let's not go
No,
there.
not today.
My wife had the vaccine yesterday, though. So yay!
No, she took the mark of the beast. What
Mark
the
the beast.
heck?
Mark of the beast.
Craig, when are
Wait,
you taking it?
Where's the vision? I don't get offered it yet. She's an unpaid carer, so she got offered it for the. I think I'm going to be in May, possibly.
Okay. I'm assuming the young ones will too.
Please explain to me, all right?
Yeah.
And I'd like Toon to get in on this as well, being a religious person. In what way does the COVID vaccine resemble the description of the mark of the beast in the Bible?
Well, actually, perfectly. You know, when you go to the original text, and
Not on the
grade
wrist.
All right.
On the forehead.
What you said? Go to the original text. Chapter and verse, please.
Well, if you read Revelation 13 and just click on right hand, if you look at the Greek word for that, it's dexios, which could mean right hand or right side or strong side. So all of those hold. So,
So what if you get it?
KJV
What if you
Bible.
get it in your left arm then?
Makes perfect sense.
well, no, do that,
You
and
know-
then we'll see. Go for it.
My wife had it in her left arm.
Literally,
Go
like,
for
hey, go look online and look at all the people that have received their vaccine, and I guarantee you about half of them got it in their left arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it says strong side.
My guess is that most people given the choice chose their weak side. I certainly would.
My wife's right-handed and she had it in her left arm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's all those definitions hold.
exactly the opposite of what the Bible describes as the mark of the beast. Then.
Well, the key part that's not the key part that's not
wrong.
there yet.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but does it not also say that it's something that you can visually see?
No. Not in this passage, unless you're quoting something else.
It says to receive a mark on their right hands or on their foreheads.
Yeah, the mark. Means
Nobody's getting vaccinated in their hand or in their forehead.
No.
So, but here's the deal. FTFE.
That passage that Toon just read says something that would be visible. A mark on your hand, on your forehead.
Yeah.
You got to look up the word mark in the Greek. Look that up. Go to the blue letter.
You're Rileying the Bible.
So is that like a puncture wound that goes away after about 3 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as it pierces the skin, then it would satisfy that verse.
That's not really a mark, though.
No.
Well, so by your logic, I have a tattoo on my right arm. Is that the mark of the beast?
So here's the key part that does not exist yet, and it may not. We don't know. We have to wait and see. Is that it only will be that if it's required to buy and sell. So that's the part that is to be determined. But it won't take long to see that.
If it does what?
To buy and sell.
You need that in order to buy and sell. To go into a Chipotle or wherever, McDonald's, everywhere. So we'll see.
Well, yeah, okay, but children need vaccination records to go to school.
Yeah,
so how is that any different? Just out of curiosity, how is that any different than children needing vaccination records for decades now to go to school?
Yeah. Well, this is so team. You're in the U.S., right? Somewhere in Dallas or whatever. So the masks and all that, like even though they've lifted the mandate, they're still forcing that for most places that I've seen. So it's essentially that.
Well, okay, so you have to understand what a mandate is. Okay, a mandate is not something that it's enforceable by law, but it's not a law. Okay. So here's the thing. If the government says everybody must wear masks all the time, right? So whether you have a mask on outside in public or you have a mask on or not, if you're not wearing a mask out in public or you're not wearing a mask inside of a private business, then they can just say, well, you're in violation of the mandate, and they can enforce that by law. A police officer can enforce that. Now, if they remove the mandate, which they did in Texas, when they removed the mandate, that just meant that they can't enforce mask standards on like government buildings,
right? Exactly.
But it has nothing to do with private businesses. So even if a city, like even though the state of Texas has reduced the mask mandate or lifted the mask mandate, the city of Austin has decided to go against to impose their own mask mandate. You don't have to follow the state's mask or the state's lifting of the mask mandate order. The lifting is the removal of a mandate that was all encompassing. Now it's not all encompassing. Now they're allowing cities, counties, private businesses, and everything that's under the umbrella that's underneath the state entity to be able to make their own decisions, which I'm okay with. I don't go shopping at places that don't require masks. I will only go shop at a place that enforces mask mandate.
Right. And I'm just saying that's going to just be replaced with the vax. So it's in majority of places. So yes, correct.
But I'm saying it's no different than it was 10 years ago when they were, requiring children to have vaccinations before they go on to or enroll in school before they're allowed to.
It's never been worldwide. You got to read the prophecy, man. You got to get into the Bible. This is the time where it's important to look at that.
No,
Revelation.
I don't need to be scared. Let me finish my
point. I listened to you ramble.
Okay.
So if you read that Revelation 13, the key, there's many, many things that make it very, very unique. And I agree with your point. It's very, very valid. These vaccines are not new, and then you could argue some are effective. That's not the issue here. That prophecy is extremely specific. It's talking about worldwide. It has to go worldwide. It can't be half the world, 75%. Can't just be America. Worldwide, every single person that, just know that. And so that's what we're waiting to see. And then the key thing also is that it has to be in order to engage in commerce. And so that would require a run world government, which we have, and we know that as flat earthers, because all you bald
here's the
earthers
thing.
are part of it.
Let me talk about that a little bit. Okay, so when we were smaller communities, right? Let's say 100 years ago, the world population was much, much less than what it is now. It was much more agrarian. It was spread out, you know, when we still had big cities and, you know, we were still susceptible to you know, like epidemics and pandemics that could be transmitted, you know, via contact or just in close proximity. But there was never really a time like there is now. And it's only going to get worse moving forward. Always, we're going to be growing in population. And as we grow in population, we increase the population density of the world. At some point, when we reach a population density that's of a certain magnitude, like we have in the US, like they have in China, the UK, most like first world countries, then the addition of a pathogen, of something that, especially an airborne pathogen, has a much more transmissibility, you know, and it's not the transmissibility that comes from the virus itself, but from the virus combined with the fact that we are pushing people closer and closer and closer together. We're now like in America, I'm sure you know about it now. They're starting to build apartment buildings on top of storefronts. They've done it for you know, a long time in New York, but that's starting to come around in Texas and most places that are big. They're trying to maximize the number of people that they can fit in a square block. And so when they do that, they then increase the chances that something like COVID-19 will happen. This has been predicted for decades. So this is one of the first times that it's really hit and stuck. Because I mean, a while back, was it 2013? I think we had SARS-CoV-1. I think it was 2013. I could be wrong on the date. I think 2004. Okay, yeah. I was thinking 2003 or 2013. So maybe it was 2004, 2003, right around there. But that was also something that spread across the globe.
Team, I have one thing. You were mentioning population density, but to be fair, you should also talk about population buoyancy. Continue.
I'm sorry, the population relative density. I'm sorry.
Please be respectful to the flat earthers on the panel. Yes.
But
I'd rather not. They're all dipshits.
Well, the thing is, though, is that, you know, when it comes to COVID-19, this was something that was eventually it's just like a meteor that's going to hit the earth. It's going to eventually happen. Now, we've had diseases before, you know, like Black Plague, Spanish flu.
We at the 7 universities that did the lab.
We've had problems before, but we've also been, you know, ever since all of these problems have occurred, we've increased population density of the world. And it's been getting worse and worse and worse and worse until now we're at a point where something that's transmissible and extremely transmissible, and then on top of that, add in the fact that we're becoming more and more efficient at transporting people from one continent to another in a rapid period of time. So right now, I can go to Australia, let's say. I'll be there in 24 hours if I jump on a plane right now. I could be there in 24 hours. So if they haven't had time to properly vet me, you know, and properly check my vitals and check my, you know, whether I'm sick, and I'm not talking about COVID, I'm talking about anything, the influenza. But when I get to Australia, I'm going to start spreading that to Australians. Australians live in Australia, so then they begin spreading it to their neighbors. So I can only spread it to a few people, and then they spread it to the population. And we're putting ourselves in a position where we're more and more getting to the point where any disease that happens, and then, mind of God, I hate to jump around a whole bunch, but then think of it like this, okay? For a virus to mutate, right? It's only going to mutate at a pretty much a regular rate, right? So let's say it's one in every trillion families, you know, one in every trillion generations. Let's say that's to happen, right? Well, if you take a virus and you have a trillion people, then that's once every generation you can expect a mutation. You understand what I'm saying? So the more people we have on the earth, the more viral load gets on the earth. Once there's more viral load, there's more mutation. So this is not going away anytime soon. Even with vaccinations, it's not going to just go away anytime soon.
Yeah. No, I'm not arguing that there's something potentially physical out there, because I've come enough across people, who've I don't think they're lying, saying they've lost their ability to taste or smell and all that. So initially, I think probably me and a lot of other people didn't think that it was actually physical, but that's the amazing thing about this narrative. If a person comes from the Bible angle, is that God is behind the actual virus, and then he's behind the actual.
Why would God do that though?
He's sifting. He's filtering out people that he hates.
Why would he do that? If hold on,
Whoa,
God
whoa.
does not hate.
That
God
he
does not
hates.
hate.
What
Yeah,
do you-
No, the
God-
God of the Bible hates the
I think we
majority
should
of
let
people on
FC Zoom
Earth.
respond to that
jeez.
point.
No,
The God of
I
the
was
Bible
gonna
hates the
say-
majority of people on the earth.
that's
Toon,
it.
is there anything about God ever that says that you would hate?
Not that I can. No, I don't.
Can you reference a Bible verse, Mind of God, that says that God does hate?
Yeah, in the New Testament. Yeah, I can.
That's
Yeah, for
not-
sure. I
that's
mean, there's
not-
many of them, but
Let me reference one.
yeah, I'll look it up now. I'll just get you there. So it's Romans 9:13. Jacob I have loved, but Esau I hated. So, and that's a tribe of people. And so that's in the New Testament. And then if you read Revelation, it's talking about mass killing, like just on a rampage. So how could
Yeah,
how
but,
could God
but
not?
okay, but my
Okay.
preacher, when I had my preacher talking to me about these things, he said that that the mass killing of human beings in the Bible that occurs in Numbers and because in Numbers I believe there's lots of death in Numbers.
Everywhere.
And so
Everywhere.
I asked him, why does God allow something like this to happen? And he says he allows it to happen out of love, for his love for us. It's always what the answer was, because he loves you. You asked him why the virus is here right now, because he loves you. Why do babies,
When he says love, he means
suffer?
different to
Because
us,
God
or-
loves you. God loves them. It's just, to me, it's. I'm sorry.
No, he's behind it. Here's Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that even I am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So we know now that the Most High is behind it. We know why you guys are defending the ball.
John chapter
You're
4.
put in place for that.
John chapter 4, verse 7. Dear friends, let us love one another, for love comes from God. Everyone who loves has been born of God and knows God. Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. How can you be love and hate?
If you're seeing evil, what's a loving thing to do? If you guys are ball earth defenders, right? You see quote unquote lies in the flat earth. So what is a loving thing for you guys to do? Is to go and defend the truth, right? That's what you believe is a loving act, right? Good.
No, no. Hold on.
One second, let me
I
finish
believe
my point.
let me explain.
Well,
I
you
believe
asked
a
a
loving
question.
act. I believe a loving act would be to reach out to that person and try to help them get through whatever they're struggling with.
Good.
So I don't
Exactly.
necessarily fight for truth. A lot of times I fight for my fellow human beings to maybe help them understand what they're getting wrong.
Yeah. And so this is the objective of God, is that he is identifying all the evil agents and then he's going to destroy them. So that's a loving act. I don't know how you don't see that that's not a loving act. I don't like what there's so much injustice in the world. What's God going to do? Sit back and just let it play out? Like whatever. They'll figure it out.
Don't you
obvious.
think by now, with the amount of hate that's in this world, God would have just invoked a second flood? Why not do a second flood
It's
when
coming.
he did a first flood?
You're
When?
correct. It's literally called the second death. If you read Revelation, it's coming. So yeah, it's not going to be by water this time. It's going to be by fire. So America is prophesied to be burned with nuclear
How lovely.
fire. So
America's
that's what-
not
that's-
even mentioned in the Bible.
It's mystery
I don't know
Babylon.
about you guys, but I'm feeling all of the love here, aren't you?
Read Revelation 17 and 18, and that's America.
Wait, why did you
So-
add nuclear?
Because that's what it says in Jeremiah 50.
It says nuclear.
It's nuclear.
They call them
nuclear.
arrows, but that's like ancient terminology. But they talk about arrows that do
The
not miss. It's
ancients
going to be-
didn't have terminology for nuclear power.
Yeah, I don't
The
think.
ancients did not know about nuclear power. There was no terminology that would be equal to.
Yeah, I have not yet
here's
finished
an
my time
English
machine,
text.
so
Yeah,
Here's the language.
hurry up on the time machine.
Uses. Here's the language the Bible uses. Okay. 2 Peter 3:10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief of the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. So that's elements. So think about the periodic table. God is
What?
poised to
All right.
burn a lot of things.
You kind of, intersperse like picking and really literally applying words like
That's what it says.
elements.
What What do you think?
But also you like to say, well, they didn't really mean the right hand. They meant like the strong arm. Like, you're kind of inconsistent on the application of the words. Does it actually mean elements like the periodic table elements? That concept didn't exist at the time.
No, that's a fair point. Yeah, if you go into the Greek and you find a different translation, then let me know. If that's not, but it's literally everywhere. That's actually a valid point that you make. Fair enough. But if the burning is everywhere, that the only reason you had to look into that is because God's behind the deception. He wants a majority of people to take it, so he can kill them.
Sounds like.
Do you believe the Bible is allegorical or literal?
It's a literal most of the time.
Computer, define allegorical.
It's just meant for like allegorical. I think what he's getting at is that it's just meant for sort of like it's obviously non-literal, but it's more for like inspiration. It's more for just guidance.
Well, then why do you think that the mark of the beast is literal when it talks about, you know, the mark being on the strong side, the right side, the forehead, and not allegorical in nature?
Well, it could be if it's not forced worldwide, if it's not required to go into a Chipotle, if there's no punishment for it, then it is allegorical.
So your standard of whether or not something is the mark of the beast is if you can shop at Chipotle or not.
That's going to be one of the litmus tests. Yeah, if you're required to have a vaccine to go and get a burrito, then that's the Bible.
Never mind the prophesized two different monsters that spring up before the mark of the beast. The real thing that you got to look out for, guys, is if you can't shop.
It's about Chipotle, man. It's written in the Chipotle 3 verse 7.
Well, I just use Chipotle because that's where I frequent. So pick whichever your favorite restaurant.
You're just scared of losing that Chipotle, bro. I don't blame you. I love Chipotle. It's worth a vaccine to me. Man. I mean, that and fucking not getting sick from the COVID. Well, I'm pretty sure I've not been tested, but I'm pretty sure I caught COVID in about October. You remember Fight? You were like sending me messages. You were like, dying. Dude, are you okay? You need to go to the hospital. And I was just,
how come no flat earthers have it? That's really strange.
They probably do. They just won't admit to it.
Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's actually a news story about a flat earther getting it after going to a party, saying
which one?
I'd have to dig up the article.
Probably Joey Rocha.
He's in the chat.
Hey, but Mind of God,
who's a clown? Who's a complete clown?
Listen, how many? Okay, so we can be honest and say there's a lot of flat earthers, and I'm not going to group you into this, but there's a lot of flat earthers that will get evidence that doesn't support their narrative, and they'll just ignore the evidence and say no, it never happened. Even though I'm not asking you to believe in a globe earth when I say that, I'm just saying that mentality is prevalent in the flat earth community. So there will be people who will get it and refuse to either admit that they got it or refuse to believe that they got it, even though they could go get tested, for instance, and come back and say, well, let's test.
I get what you're saying.
I'm not about to say that I have it because that goes against what I've been saying this whole time. There's a lot of people out there that say COVID is fake and then end up, in the hospital with fucking COVID-19.
No,
it's been documented.
There was a
personal story. Dude.
There was a pastor that the week before Easter last year said it didn't exist, died on Saturday.
Yeah.
Easter Sunday, his church service was not including him.
Yeah. I kind of had that feeling because I had strep throat like a week or so ago, and I was like, I don't want to get tested because I don't even want to acknowledge that this thing's real. So it was strep and it went away. But yeah, it was the same kind of deal. I was like, I don't even want to give this thing any seriousness.
I just want to say Joey or Aaron Rocha is in the chat, and I gave it's Aaron Rocha's account saying let me in. So I'm saying, Aaron, you're welcome to come in. If it's you, Aaron, Mind of God, you're getting kicked. Aaron is.
Why? Hold on. Why are we kicking Mind of God? I like Mind of God.
Dude, I'll make fun of Joey Rocha. Bring him on, dude.
It's Aaron. It's Aaron that we're letting in.
Aaron.
We're letting in Aaron.
Leave Mind of God.
FTFE, man. Wait 1 second, dude. FTFE, I want him to know I'm going to stand by my word.
That's goddamn Joey.
He said I had 2.5 years left or close to 2. Yeah, we're good, man. Don't hide from me. Just because I beat you in all those debates, don't get upset.
Look at that last comment. Joey Rocha is Facebook famous. Nobody in the world talks like that except Joey Rocha.
Yo, we'll trade Joey Rocha for Rumpus.
Happy about.
You guys can have him.
For rumpus?
You take Rocha and we'll take Rumpus.
I like rumpus too, man. I'm keeping.
No, we need the
rumpus.
Rumpus on our side because flat Earth would spread in a day. It'd be over.
Y'all have Wotan though. That's pretty much
No,
like
dude.
a discount. Discount fucking
I think we already owe you guys
Think.
somebody
Next question.
for Wotan. That's like we're already at a deficit.
All right.
I don't even know who that is. I'm out of it.
But this is empty. I'll be back.
Mind of God, I want to ask you a question about the flat Earth community at the moment.
Yes.
What's your thoughts on Nathan Thompson versus Whitsit?
Oh dear.
Oh, I didn't know that they're beefing or whatever. I'm assuming all that's
They broke up.
scripted, just like Ranty and
Right. Okay. So what's
stuff.
happened is obviously Nathan somehow managed to get this RV for the Clown World Tour, and they
Just the clown, the clown tour, the clown tour.
I like that. I like that term.
RV, and Nathan got everyone to push money to Nathan to have funds for the thing. Well, from what I've been told, what happened was Nathan went and bought about $400 worth of craft beer, and then everyone else started asking
And
for money
weed.
for food, yeah, and weed. Everyone else started asking money for food and drink, and fixing the RV. And Nathan got up, got in his car, and ran away. And now they've got no money to fix their RV. And now there's two clown tours, one with Nathan and one with Whitsit. And Nathan did a video yesterday saying that he wants to arrange to have a boxing match with Whitsit.
Craig, I'd be fine. Let's say I was the moderator.
I'll referee it. I will.
Dude, let's say
referee
I
it.
was the moderator between you and Nathan. I wouldn't even know who to cheer for. Like, I would make fun of both. So I don't
would
know.
pay money to watch Nathan Thompson get punched in the face.
I would just make fun of him because we know that he's just a clown. He's basically an atheist.
I think Nathan Thompson could beat Whitsit in a fight, though. I think Whitsit looks like he'd snap in a strong wind.
I don't care how it ends up. I just want to see Nathan get punched once. That'll be like the culmination of my entire YouTube channel.
Well,
they're probably all like related. Like, I heard is Whitsit related to like
same
Bob or
uncles, that's
something?
for sure.
Yeah, they're all like family, dude.
They're brothers and uncles at the same time. So,
So team, is Craig your sister? How are you guys related?
He's my
Craig is
lover.
he's actually my son. If you watch our YouTube channel, Globers and Goblins, he's actually
I'm not actually real. I am literally a NASA hard light hologram.
No, you're real, dude. I beat you on multiple days. I know you're a real person. I remember.
Dude, I am obvious. I'm a NASA like program that's they're testing holographic technology.
NASA's full of dummies, dude. Nobody from Rice ever wants to go work at NASA. They're just all ding dong, like stupid people, man. Like NASA's just a joke, dude. Like forget about that. It's just nonsense.
Oh, Joey, don't do that on camera.
Oh God.
No, it's just marijuana. I'm just using a can. I can't find any holes.
All right, Joey.
The first thing Joey Roach said, it's just marijuana.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
What was he doing? I wasn't even looking at the screen. What was he doing?
Joey, what's your occupation,
He was
dude?
using a Coke can as a makeshift bong.
Oh no, he didn't. He did that. He went fucking 6th grade on us.
Somebody ask him like where he works.
A
like,
cockroach. A cockroach.
I put him in the waiting room.
Me out, a cockroach. If you message me, I will teach you how to turn a mustard bottle into a water bong for you. I mean,
oh man,
don't smoke that aluminum.
Live on MC Toon's fucking stream.
Hey, look, that would be okay. So he's the type of guy that will light up an aluminum can, right, and inhale the fumes from the aluminum can being lit up and heated up. But then we'll say, I'm not getting the vaccine because it has aluminum.
Okay. Sorry. I forgot to turn on my fan again. I have to get better at that. So, all right, I got to rejoin the Zoom. I did that already this week.
Hey, but can I respond?
Hey guys.
Got the double
Hey,
turn.
All right.
Tim,
Hold on.
Please
Oh, wait a second.
respond.
Hold on.
I'm the famous one.
Like,
Yeah. Why
Oh
you
my gosh.
crackhead?
I
Let's-
definitely
You were
didn't
live.
try to take over your channel.
Let's not have the drugs on here, please, guys.
It's not how
I didn't think we were connected to you. I thought we'd left the call.
Yeah, you had. Now you're back.
No, the reason why I'm smoking out of
Oh
can. The reason
god.
why I'm smoking out of can.
No,
It's
just
because why?
No, I got a good story. I want your guys' attention though, because you guys will love it. The reason why I'm smoking out of a can is because a little bit ago, not too long ago, I decided I'm quitting smoking weed because I needed to for some stuff I was gonna do. So I threw away my weed, my grinder, everything like that. I know you think, oh, you should give it to one of your friends, right? But I was like,
Top
no.
line. You know you still got your grinder account.
No, but
Stop
check it out.
lying.
So anyways, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. It was like ceremonial. I went to the dumpster and I just threw it all away. And I'm like, no big deal. And so anyways, I started smoking again, obviously, instead of winning the battle, I lost it. So I haven't got my re-up on stuff. So I'm actually using my fingers to cut apart the weed because I may not continue to smoke weed. You know, it's like I'm on the fence.
Well, if you're
It
having
would
to
be
use
better
a
for my
Coca-Cola
career.
can
Let me
to
just say
smoke
this:
your
it'd be
weed,
better
I
for
would
my
just.
career if I didn't.
Yeah, no shit. It'd be better for everybody's career if they didn't. As well, not everybody, but at least the people that are not happy with their life. To be in a position, if you haven't reached your goals, then you may want to put aside some of the recreational stuff so you have a better opportunity to reach your goals.
That's true too. But that wasn't the reason. I was doing good as far as achieving. It's just too many failed drug tests.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So where did Mind of God go?
I thought you booted him. Don't boot him.
I did not boot him.
All right,
I'm
Joey.
bummed that we're not live anymore. How come we're not live?
No,
And
we
I have a
are live.
question.
now.
We're live.
Flat Earth.
We came back. I feel bad because I showed some when we came back.
yeah.
I have a question for Fight the Flat Earth.
I've actually got it paused.
I have a question for Fight the
Joey,
Flat Earth. Is he
Joey,
still here?
how come you've been avoiding me on my channel?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just says yeah.
Yeah.
He just says yeah.
I have been. You're right. You're right.
Oh,
Why have you been avoiding me on your channel?
I haven't been avoiding you. You just didn't really realize. I know you're a popular guy and you got a lot of people to talk to. You probably didn't realize I was just really busy. So I had my quote unquote
Being
manager
Facebook
respond back
famous.
to you, Anthony Michael. But and everybody teases me about being Facebook famous. I don't want to be Facebook famous. I am, and I use my fame.
You're not.
I'm just a family man.
You're not.
Let's be
I'm
fair,
not using
you're
this to pick up women or make money. I could, but I
At best,
he
at
didn't
best,
choose.
Good old boy.
Hey, Joey.
don't. I'm just a
Joey,
good
at
old boy
best-
who smokes weed, and it just so
Listen.
happens I have knowledge to change the world.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me help you out because you say you don't want to be famous. You don't want to be Facebook famous, and I'm going to agree with you.
No,
You're not
I don't
Facebook
mind
famous.
being famous, but I didn't do
No,
it to become
you're
famous.
you're.
I
right,
don't
right,
mind
right.
it. Like
Yeah.
people
No,
come
but
up to me
I
and
get
ask
that.
me,
I
"Are
get
you the
that.
guy
But
from the
but
video?"
I think
Yeah,
you have it
that's me.
wrong.
Joey,
I think you have it
Wow,
wrong.
you've got big
I
balls.
think
Joey-
you have it
Joey,
wrong.
hold on.
You're
Joey.
19 pack.
Joey,
You're
hold
not
on.
Facebook famous.
I'm not
You're
saying
Facebook
I
famous.
dislike it. I'm just saying that's
You're
not what I
not.
did it for.
You're not Facebook famous, man. Nobody's ever heard of you.
I help people defeat their cancer with my cancer cure. I showed you
Yeah.
how the pyramids were built. The volcanoes are a host. The earth is
No, you
flat.
didn't.
Oh,
No, you didn't.
You know what I mean? One man.
How do you be? Hold on.
One man
Let me
did
ask you a
more than Martin
question.
Luther
Let me
King
ask
did
you
in
a
his whole life.
question. Hey,
I did more than
Cockroach,
Martin
let me
Luther
ask you a
King
Okay,
did in
shut the
7
fuck
years
up.
than he did in his
Listen.
whole life.
Shut the fuck up. You're
And he
not
did
gonna
great-
do
he
that.
did great
No,
stuff.
no.
Let me ask
Jo-
you a
He did
question.
great stuff.
Is your
I'm
Joey,
using racist too.
Joey, give a
Joey,
chance.
shut
Give a
up.
chance.
Listen, is your cancer? It's your cancer cure. Does it include jumping in a volcano? Like, hey, look, cancer's gone. You know, yeah. Well,
I
so are
actually,
you. You know.
I actually have a serious question for you, Joey. Say you have a cancer cure, right? My grandma has stage 4 terminal thyroid cancer that has spread to her esophagus and is slowly making its way to her lungs. What do you say she should do about that?
Simple, and thank you for asking.
Jump
real
in a
simple.
volcano.
But they're not real.
No, they're not. Simply, this is what she does.
live on a volcano,
and
you
I'm so
moron.
glad you reached me now. Okay, first of all, it's going to take me only 3 minutes. Okay, so just sit through it. The worst thing you could have done is continue to let
3
them
human
go through
minutes
with
or 3 Joey minutes?
3. 3 minutes. So the
Human
worst thing you
minutes or
could've-
Joey minutes?
Can we
Human
mute
minutes.
him?
Okay, you got.
Okay, so
you
the
got
worst thing you could have
200
done was
or
let her stay
180
at the
seconds
hospital
go.
because it probably would have gotten worse by their definition, and they would have put her on hospice, which basically morphines them to death. Okay, so good thing you didn't do that. Now there's alternatives. There's tons of them, but here's one that worked for me. I learned it from an oncologist, a doctor, who has performed this medical procedure by many people. I didn't invent this. I just promote
Right.
this.
Just
So you starve your
a
body for 2
warning.
days.
Just a
It's
warning.
all
Just
about
say.
you
Just
starve
say. No, just say it. This is not medical advice. Talk to your doctor, not Joey. All right, go ahead.
Yes,
Yeah,
talk
this
to
has
your
not
doctor.
been FDA approved, all that good stuff. Okay, so anyways,
No,
his name is
it's
Dr.
not
Tukulini,
medical
and what he
advice
did-
at all. It doesn't even have any medical relevance.
No.
But go ahead. Just
No.
want to clear that up
So,
for anybody that might be
Dr.
listening.
Tukulini discovered that peroxide, sodium bicarbonate, when exposed to cancer cells, was able to kill it. So he was trying to inject it and stuff like that, and it worked. But I mean, it was so intrusive; it was like it didn't really work that well. Long story short, he found out that if you fast the human body and you combine regular sodium carbonate with blackstrap molasses, you heat it and you eat it after fasting for 2 days, you can actually kill all the cancer inside your body. And here's how it works: because of the fact that sodium bicarbonate does kill cancer, and
How does
cancers
it
do
work?
need sugars. When you heat blackstrap molasses, bonds to sodium. So chemically, it bonds when it's heated to sodium bicarbonate. Other sugars wouldn't. Honey wouldn't, but it just so happens that they chemically bond when you heat them. So then you put them in the refrigerator. You fast for 2 days. Your whole body's hungry. You eat these things, and now your tumors, which is where your cancers live inside of, they use them as a shell or a cocoon. Instead of rejecting, of course, they're going to reject sodium bicarbonate. Now, since they're connected molecularly, they take them in readily, and then you have instant cancer.
And where's the
that-
study on this sodium carbonate
all throughout
and
your body, even
black
places you
tar
didn't know you had
molasses?
cancer. So it's called the cancer cookie treatment. It worked for me, and it can work for you too.
What do you
There's
mean?
my 3 minutes. You're welcome.
What do you mean?
You're
It
welcome.
worked.
If I could be
Worked for
allowed to
you.
respond to that, if I could be allowed to respond to that,
I'd really like it if
I
somebody
had
did.
pancreatic cancer 8 years ago. I thought I was gonna die. I tried everything. I just tried it just because what
Joey,
the heck?
I
You
mean,
didn't
it
try
sounded
jumping
okay
into a
after I
volcano.
tried many things. I
Joey.
wouldn't have continued if it didn't work.
Joey, if I could be allowed to respond to that.
What you just
Got your 3
said
minutes, Joey.
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
I think that's appropriate. I don't think anything else needs to be said.
Oh,
Okay, next topic. Pyramids are not built by quarried rocks. They're basically ancient cement, and that's extremely important.
wait.
is-
they're
this is-
ancient
Whoa,
semen?
hold on.
They're
We're not
ancient
talking about
semen?
semen. This is not the semen stream.
Cement. It's basically ancient cement.
Was it semen from a pharaoh?
Okay,
No,
are we?
cement.
How did they collect
They
all
were
of this
not
semen?
quarrying
The
rock.
pharaoh
They
was
were
a poison
molded.
man.
It was molded.
They
Artificial rock.
moldy
many men-
semen.
how
Guys,
many
moldy
men-
semen.
How many men did it take to make all that cement?
What?
How many men did it take
to be called that semen?
to make all that cement?
What you do is you mix the semen with sodium bicarbonate
And black
and
tar
then you
molasses.
boil
and
it.
blackstrap
Hey.
molasses.
Wait,
Hey,
wait. Are
what-
you saying pyramids are a cure for cancer now?
No. Hey, what's the difference? What's the difference? Because McToom was talking about Kimbo Slice. What's the difference between a black man and a park bench?
No, no,
black
no,
man in a
No,
market.
no. We're not going to do no. That
In
no.
case
Don't
you
do that.
needed more of a
Don't-
reason.
don't
A
do
park
that.
bench can support a
No,
family.
don't do that.
Yeah, in case you needed more
Yeah,
of a
that's-
reason.
that's
That's
fucked
to
up,
like
dude.
Joey Road
That's
Show.
not.
Joey, why do you have to be?
The
Why do you have
only
to be a
reason I told
racist?
that joke is because I knew you
Joey.
guys would react that way. If I
No, I'm just
Oh
asking.
my
Why do you have to
gosh.
be a racist?
Oh.
Yeah,
Why do you have to be a racist?
All
The
right,
only
Joey,
reason I
are
told
you-
that joke
Are you a
was to
vegan,
show-
Joey?
Joey.
if I told a blonde joke, you guys would be laughing.
Yes, we would
Uh,
laugh at blonde jokes, but Joey,
Joey, serious
But
question.
I'm
please.
blonde. I can
Are you-
laugh at that.
please,
Joey,
Joey.
are you a vegan?
Why? It's a blonde to white person. It's okay. It's just funny. In
Joey,
Hawaii, we just joke about everybody.
necessarily.
Are
I
you a
know
vegan?
quite a
Yes or
few
no?
blonde non-white people.
Politically correct is incorrect.
Are you?
Joey, are you a vegan?
No, sir, but God bless them.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to check.
I thought you were.
Well, you
Rip
are
me
a
a new
piece of
one.
shit. You're a piece of shit. That's for sure.
You kind of are like
Hey,
a humongous
I make it
ass turd.
shit. But guess what? Whoever that was, grandmother, if she does my
No,
Yeah.
she's not. She's not gonna eat. She's not gonna eat semen and black molasses to get rid of her cancer. Okay.
I promise you.
No matter how much it worked for you.
All right,
You can
Joey.
eat all the semen you want.
Joey. A dumpster fire is fun, but there's just we don't want to get this shut down just because you're doing
A racist fuckface.
Look, let's ask Riley. Should we ask Riley how he feels about everything that's going on?
yeah.
Riley?
Yeah, Riley, what's going on?
Flat earther, and I don't understand science.
Right, okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Thank
You're
you.
in good
All
company.
right,
man.
Joey.
At least you're not a dumb flat
Joey,
earther
we don't-
who makes racist jokes.
You got your channel removed. Don't do that to mine, all right, Joey? Got it?
I know.
I need a thumbs up, dude. All right.
Thumbs up,
There you
thumbs
go.
down.
All right. I
thank you for
really-
letting me back on, and I apologize.
All right.
Part of how I became famous is my big mouth, and I apologize.
All right.
Um,
Craig, you were saying something?
I was saying I really should go to bed.
Yes.
It's Mother's Day
Hey,
and-
Craig, I challenge you to a debate coming up soon. What do you want to debate on? Pyramids or volcanoes or flat Earth? What do you want to talk about? Which one of the three?
I'd like to
How
debate.
about
on
we
flat
debate
Earth.
your IQ,
That's not debatable. It's in the negative.
whether you have one or not?
On a scale of 1 to 10, Joey, what would you say your IQ is?
Define famous, Joey.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's between a 4 and a 7.
Your IQ is between a 4 to a 7. I completely agree with you.
I do too.
Well, you guys,
I think that
once
has
you
just
hear me
about as
debate
much.
Spike the
That
Flat
has
Earth, you'll
just about
agree with
much
me on more
truth
stuff.
as it's between
You'll
4 and
agree with me
5.
on more stuff after you hear that. Sometimes the lower the IQ, the higher the knowledge.
Right, well,
Yeah, okay.
respond to
Oh
your
my.
emails. In fact, send me an email at fighttheflatearth@gmail.com and I'll respond and we'll arrange a date, okay?
Okay, Fight the Flat Earth, and I'm proud of you for losing so much weight. You look great.
Yeah, you look a bit chubby. Have you put some on?
Yeah, I put some on, and you've taken it off. It's sympathy
Yeah,
weight. My
you
wife
should,
is pregnant,
probably
and
watch
I
what
don't
you're
want her
eating,
gaining
man.
weight
It's
by
not
herself.
good for you being that big.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call you Fight the Tight Shirt Joey.
How
I don't know
much
if I
lead
told you, I
paint
eat
did you
drywall.
eat today?
I eat steak and cheese and eggs, and I hang drywall.
Covered
I'm
with-
kind of
Covered in
Covered with
mercury,
lead
possibly?
paint. Yeah.
it's because my job calls for it.
The mercury or the
I
lead
didn't
paint?
know that giving hand jobs in men's bathroom was classed as a job, but I mean, more power to you.
All right.
Joey, we love you.
All right.
even though
Yeah.
you are
All right, Craig.
But I'm just kind of a beast.
All right, Joey.
Yeah.
Craig's going to say goodbye, and he's going to tell us about his show coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow, stupidity is not a right.
Okay, Craig, you take care, brother. God bless you, Craig. Thank you for joining us. And,
Joey.
I look forward to talking to you next time. Take care, buddy. Goodbye.
You interrupted him in the middle of a sentence, Joey.
Literally waited till he
Tomorrow
started
at 9
talking.
p.m. UK time. Stupidity is not right. Your weekly show about the people that are so dumb, mainly because they were fed lead paint as children instead of formula or milk. MC Toon will be joining Team Red. And on Team Vanilla, we have Obtain Dash Cancel again. It's going to be a good one. Speak Truth is also on. So yeah,
Oh,
look forward to that.
he should be a good contender.
Yeah,
He literally was a flat earther.
He knows.
he was a flat earther. So if maybe he does the talk like a flurf section, he'll know how to do it quite well.
Did y'all boot Joey or did
No,
Joey leave on his own?
he left.
Yeah, I think he took off, which saddens me because I kind of wanted to rip into him a little more, but that's fine.
But
Damn,
yeah,
him and
thanks
Mind
for
of God
having me on
left.
too.
Yeah.
Sorry for.
What are you doing?
I didn't realize I was connected when I showed that.
What are you
I'll
doing?
catch you guys later. Team, nice to speak to you. And Jordan,
Yeah, take care, man.
Is D&D this Monday?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow, isn't it?
Possibly. I don't know. Time is, just travels far too quickly lately.
Right.
Anyway, speak to you guys later.
All right. See you, Craig. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, my.
So this has been an experience.
It's a roller coaster.
I love how the way I found out I was invited was that you said, "Oh yeah, and George's gonna be here too." Yeah, I guess I am. Here I come.
Oh my. Team, have
Yes,
you
sir.
yet recovered from the whiskey on Wednesday?
Oh yeah, no, I was good by, well, I didn't sleep that well that night. You know, when you do that drunk sleep and then when all the alcohol starts to wear off and you wake up in the middle of the night and you're all got that uncomfortable, I think I need to eat feeling.
Yeah.
I got up and ate like 4 bowls of ramen, and before I knew it, it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. That was like 3 a.m. So I've been on this weird going to sleep at 11 p.m. and waking up at 4 and 5 o'clock in the morning schedule. I love it, but man, it's fucking up, or it's screwing up everything for me. Dog, I tried so hard, Tune. I tried so hard, man. I'm so sorry.
This stream.
The stream just went.
No, that wasn't the straw. That was not the straw.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that broke the stream's back. Oh,
I just don't get why people like Joey Roach have to come in and say such abhorrent shit.
yeah.
Like,
and he just like we all tried to stop him. We did we screamed no, and he just
yeah. I was trying to get to the mute button, but it was hidden behind too many.
But the thing is like if we were here with let's say he was in a private hangout with all of his black friends and they talk to each other that way, that's fine. That's between them. But when he's talking to fucking God dog it, when he's talking to 4 white people,
It's the audience.
You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. I mean, you come off as really, really, really racist.
I think, and don't come off as racist. That was racist.
People talk about people lack a filter, and a filter helps you pick what to say with the different audience that you're with.
Yeah, I'm raising my hand. I have no filter.
Well, no, you do. It's maybe could use some updates, but Joey has none. So.
See, I often hold the title of, I think, the only non-flat earther that MC Toon has yelled at. And well, no, Mark Steele, the only non-crazy person.
Mark Steele, I have new evidence. I think he is somewhat accepting of the idea of flat Earth.
Oh God. Well then, yeah, I may be the only non-flat earther that MC Toon has ever yelled at, and that's because I kind of lost it at 33, but I was trying to hold back there, Joey, because that just kind of ruined my whole night. I'm gonna honestly admit that was kind of fucked up, and yeah, I'll just not talk about it because then I'll get angry. But let's go anyway.
Dave James says, I bet if a black dude was here, he wouldn't be as offended as you lot. Depending on the person, yeah, sure.
I mean,
but it's not. It still doesn't. It's a different audience, a different time. He's a guest on this channel.
Hold on, right? That's Dave James that said that, right? I'm not saying I was offended by it. It's not my place to be offended by it, but I did say that it was abhorrent, and it is abhorrent. So your point is invalid and stupid at best.
Yeah, it's not. That's not the point either. So,
even close to it.
When you're a guest, don't crap on the floor. Do it on your own place, I guess. So, well, I don't know. It's been an hour. It's been already a trip. I don't know if there's a whole lot more.
Oh, come on, guys! Don't you want to take a tour of my Minecraft world or something?
No. Maybe there's a channel for 12-year-old kids that that you could showcase your Minecraft world.
I'm sure they'd love to see.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Team, I sent you a message about Texas.
When
did I it was the day that you would have been hungover from the whiskey.
Oh yeah, I see it.
It's funny because you just called me a child, and you said the first thing you said. I sent a message about Texas. I thought of that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick and SpongeBob are making fun of Texas, and Sandy like chases him down like a madman. Probably like 2 people in the audience understand what I'm talking about, but those are the people I'm here for.
Yeah. Somebody reminded me of super chats. I was gonna try, but man, when Joey's on, you can't. Like it's impossible. And I need some. Oh my gosh, Brainy sent me a message. What's he want?
He probably wanted to come join.
No, he's talking about his potty mouth. Where's? Oh my gosh, I can't find it. I can't find the window. Seriously, I have too many
tabs open.
I have so many. Where all the super chats go? Hold on, I'll find it. All right, I don't need that one on radiation. That one's on Amazon. So my computer overheats, and then there it is. I found it, and then it shuts. It puts itself to sleep. So I have a solution. I just forgot to turn on the fan. So I've done that before. So, all right. FAQ Tube says no flurf was convinced by Lady Blunt. They were convinced by smoking a blunt. Yes.
10 out of 10.
Oh, and I need to put this back in the chat again for people. There's a new YouTube channel you all have to go and subscribe to right there. If more people are subscribed to that channel than to Daniel Pratt's actual channel, it will be fantastic. The second video is better, I think. So the plot hole says, can't do it. Here's some money for ketchup chips and FTFE's globes. Cheers, everyone. Thank you. The plot hole. I think he's gone. Richard Petrusev says, you just don't know good ketchup chips. They weren't good when they were fresh. I didn't like them.
I think
there's no such thing as good ketchup anything.
I was going to say, isn't good ketchup chips an oxymoron? It's like sharp dull or...
Canadians think it's
like a
awesome.
Smart flat earther.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the tallest midget.
Hey, did you hear about the midget psychic who escaped from prison?
No.
He was a small medium at large.
Oh my gosh. The tallest midget is in the video I'm recording this weekend, so it'll be out next Saturday, which is 5G day. 5G on Saturday next week. Fact YouTube says, if God is all-knowing, then he already knows who he would love or hate. So why wouldn't he just prevent certain births from happening?
Hey, fa is pronounced fa. So just so you would probably take offense to you not pronouncing it right.
Of course.
I'd like to hear you pronounce that correctly too.
Is it similar to my friend that I tutored in college, On Dong, his middle name?
On fuck dong? Yeah, I remember that guy.
All right.
Pronounced similar to that.
Yep. All right, so we got Richard Petrusev again says the Christian God is just a sadist pretending to be good, destroy evil agents. He really got involved during World War I, II, the Crusades, Myanmar. Oh wait, yeah, I do not at all like. It's just the logic that the mind of God, which I hate that name even, uses is just weird. Andreas Eld. For 20 secs says, for a piece of tape on your fan switch, please. I bought, so the fan I use is a USB fan, and I bought a little USB hub that's powered and there's buttons on it, but it didn't work, so I got to return it. Their tech support doesn't answer emails. Brainy Beaver, Joey's ranchers graze near the lead factory. Joey Roaches graze near the lead factory? I don't know. And and the plot hole says, I need this Nathan boxing challenge source. So did somebody actually think that there was a...
Yeah. Didn't FTFE said that Nathan challenged what's it to a boxing match? I think he said that. I'm not sure if it's true, but I don't see why he'd lie about that. Like
that would be like hobos fighting.
It'd be
what? What was that on The Simpsons? Team, you gotta know that one.
What? I'm sorry. I was trying to get my cat off of trying to keep her from trying to use the top of my monitor as a perching post.
Litter box?
No, like a perching post.
Did the Simpsons have a thing where it was hobos boxing or wrestling?
Yeah. Like
I don't know. My favorite hobo based TV episode is the what's it called? South Park. Change. Anybody got some change?
All right.
They go up in the lady's attic and they find out that there's a whole like a group of hobos up there living in her attic.
Oh yeah. All right. I do have to get going.
Don't worry, me and team can handle the rest of the stream.
Well, thank you for the mess that was this show here. An absolute mess, Joey and the Mind of God. So everybody else, thank you for super chats and members and patrons. Love you guys. And we will see you on Tuesday. Hopefully, I think I have somebody coming. We'll see. But
I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow night, guys, before Tune closes out.
Awesome.
And check me out on Globers and Goblins, I think tomorrow, but FTFE just threw me
That's
for
Monday.
a loop, so I'm going to check. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern is normally when it is.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's this Monday or next Monday.
Today's Saturday.
Oh.
Even in your time zone. All right,
in my time zone. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone.
All right, we'll see y'all later. Bye.